Everybody, this is your meditation on how to control your body temperature. So I'm going to show you how to do this. And a lot of you have asked me how it's done. This is done. There's a couple different ways of doing it. There's a guy named Wim Hof that made it famous. There's a few other ways as well. So thermal meditation is all about oxygen. It's also state of mind. And it's also opening up your lungs and breathing certain ways. The way Wim Hof did it, I think, is absolutely beautiful. It's a wonderful thing. A lot of you guys should see that. It is currently snowing out. Right now it's 30 degrees. And I'm going to show you how you can actually learn to control your body temperature. This has been proven at the University of Michigan that you can actually do it. It's also been proven at UCLA. I believe there's a couple studies done there. So we're going to jump into this. I'm going to show you guys how to do it. So basically you're going to be breathing like real deep, letting the air go. That's the way that Wim Hof talked about. What we're going to incorporate here is ways of opening your lungs. So when I stretch this way, the lung opens more. When I stretch this way, the lung opens more that way. When I go this way, the lung opens more that way. So when I incorporate on top of what the Wim Hof technique taught is we're going to be doing certain positions to stretch the lungs as you breathe and certain breathing techniques to be done as you do it. So here as it is, remember that this is for information purposes only. If you do anything in this video, it's at your own risk. I have to legally say, don't attempt this at home. So here we go. So basically, I'm going to have you start with me. Just take a deep breath in and let it out. That's the Wim Hof way. The other way that's actually learned in some meditations is breathing like, and you keep pushing air in and you let a little bit out. Your body burns the oxygen for heat. So the key is all about breathing. The more your lungs stretch in different positions, the more oxygen goes into that lung tissue. So basically, we're going to be showing you certain things and explaining why they're done. So for example, what I'm going to have you do is tilt the lungs back, breathe in, let the air out, stretch this way, let the air out. When you stretch up, the lung expands on the right side. When you stretch this way, the lung expands on the left side. So basically, what you're doing is you're trying to stretch the tissue on top of just the breathing exercises to get more stuff in. So when we stretch back, we pull more in. So let's go ahead and start. Have you take a deep breath in, let it out, breathe in, let it out, breathe, let it out, breathe in, let it out, stretch this way, breathe in, let it out, stretch this way, let it out, head back, lungs back, let it out. Now we're going to do a couple reps with the different types of thermal meditation that is done. So I'm going to have you stretch this way, and we're going to keep pushing air in like, and you want to try to have your breath longer in than on the way out. So as a result, you get a net oxygen gain instead of an oxygen loss. So basically, it's very important your breath in is longer than your breath out. So for example, we're going to start. Let's do this one. And the air is just let out. The other thing that thermal meditation is you have to stay calm even though you're shaking. It is much of a state of mind thermal meditation. So you basically have to be relaxed to absorb oxygen. Your body has to be relaxed to absorb oxygen. So even though your body will start shaking at first, you need to stay as calm as possible. This is where your mind comes in. And then eventually it will calm down. So for example, tilt back, out. Tilt this way, and you want to stretch the lung up. Imagine if you're stretching the lung, and then stretch this way, stretch the lung, turn this way, stretch, turn this way. So each motion, the goal of that motion is to stretch the lung tissue out. So when you stretch back, imagine your lungs are stretching back as you do it. So it's like, and remember, longer breath in than breath out. So you're going this way. And your whole goal is to feel the lung stretch up. And this way. And then turning this way. Turning this way. I want you all to be intelligent about this. If you see any purple hands or toes or fingers, you should go inside. Gradually, you'll build up to it. Remember, you have to stay relaxed to store the oxygen. So basically, even though you're shaking, you actually have to keep your body relaxed through that shaking so that it'll start to store oxygen. After about a couple minutes, it'll start to heat up. So you turn this way, turn this way, and then you can stretch up, down, when you're stretching up like this, you're stretching your lung tissue up so that it actually opens up more and absorbs more oxygen. And remember, there's two big keys: oxygen saturation and state of mind. You have to stay calm to get that oxygen to absorb. So turn this way, turn this way. We'll stretch back, stretch forward, turn right, turn left, and then breathing back, breathing up, breathing in. That's the first way. And then basically what we're going to do is breath holds now with each thing. So I'm going to have you, after you've done your breath, take a deep breath in. I'm going to hold for about 30 seconds. This is the way that the Wim Hof technique teaches. So this is one of the ways. So just follow me on this. Arms up, breathe in. Take a deep breath in. So if you watch the Wim Hof videos, you'll see that they take a deep breath in, they breathe all the way out, and then they hold for 30 seconds and they build up. There's two breath techniques from what I've learned in thermal meditation. One is the breaths like, and you keep pushing the air in and you only let a little bit out. And then basically when you're breathing in, you hold the breath in and squeeze your muscles, and it'll actually push the oxygen into the muscle tissue, resulting in a heat gain. Remember, this is much of a mindset, so you have to stay calm as you do it. So we'll try that technique. So it's like, and what you're doing when you're squeezing your muscles, the oxygen goes into those muscle tissues, and you'll actually feel your body start to heat up as you do it. So what we're going to do is a couple breathing rounds. I'm going to have you hold for just 30 seconds to learn how to do it. And I'm going to show you two of the techniques. Remember, the other type of thermal meditation involves lung stretching in different directions with the breath to stretch the lungs out as it does it. It's actually starting to snow on me, so hopefully the computer will stay strong as we do this. So basically, let's try this now. So just follow me, hold. We're going to hold for about 30 seconds. I don't have a stopwatch, so I won't be able to do it as well with you. But here we go, ready? And as you squeeze your muscles, the oxygen's going in. I can literally feel my body heat up as I do it. Ready? Good. Now we're going to breathe in slowly and then breathe out and hold for 30 seconds. So it's, and we're going to do 5 reps of this. And then breathe out, hold the breath. As you're doing this, you want to hold the breath out for about 15 seconds. This trains the body to store more oxygen when you're holding your breath. So you want to try to get it up, and after you breathe out, you're going to breathe in and hold for 15 seconds, similar to what the Wim Hof technique is. So that's one way, and then we're going to breathe in. Good. My computer is getting snow on it, so I'm going to cover it with a shirt. Okay, so here we go again. We're going to do the 2 techniques. If you guys need any help doing this, just send us an email at the office or something. I'll show you how to do it. But we're going to do 5 repetitions of a different type of thermal meditation, and we're going to hold. So it's going to go like this. Out, breathe in. On the breath out, relax. Hold the breath out. Calm your mind as the breath is held out, and then breathe in and hold for 15 seconds. Now, in general, you're going to feel your body craving oxygen. So you want to learn to adapt to this. Remember, the state of mind is actually how you learn to control the thermal meditation. Some of the old meditation books used to say this is how they could test someone to see if their mind was actually strong. They would throw them out in the snow for 2 hours and see if they would be able to handle it. And if they couldn't, they still needed more training. This is one of the traditional first things people did when they were trying to see if their mind was strong enough to learn training. So basically, you're learning to control that stamina so that you have the strength to actually do other things with your mind. So here we go. Just breathe with me and out. We'll do a few lung stretches. Out, out, out. Turn, out, out. Now breathe. Now take a deep breath in. Hold that breath and squeeze your muscles. So it's like if the toes or hands are cold, squeeze them and push that oxygen into those muscles. So it goes like this. And you actually feel your hands warm up, or your toes or your body. And so basically you're trying to push the oxygen into the muscle tissue as you do it. So it's like that's the similar to, I don't vouch to say I'm part of Wim Hof, but I know that that's part of things they do. The other meditation technique with your breath is we keep pushing the air in like a and then you take a deep breath in. Hold. So now it should be coming together for you. It's the best I can do at the short time that I've had. I'm trying to explain this to you guys. Our meditation got canceled because of the COVID stuff. So I'm trying to show you in person. So follow me and just try to watch my breaths, and we'll heat our bodies up in the cold. We'll learn to do this. As the University of Michigan showed, you can actually raise your body temperature. So let's go. Ready? Remember, it's a longer breath in than breath out. On the breath out, relax. Now we're going to do the other type of breathing. That's the one we just did is similar to Wim Hof. The other meditation technique is basically short breaths in to actually push the oxygen in and then a relaxation out. So it looks like this. You should start to feel adrenaline when you're doing this right. You should start to feel euphoric and extremely strong when you do it right. So here we go. Remember, the goal of each motion is to stretch the lung tissue out, push the diaphragm down, get the lung tissue as open as possible. And then basically after we do this, we're going to squeeze our muscles to push the oxygen into the muscle. Got it? Here we go. Let's get about 30 repetitions of lung stretching through the motion, and then we're going to do a breath hold for about 30 seconds to a minute just to show you how to start doing this. Ready? Here we go again. I'm going to do about 5 more. I'll show you how to stretch. So it's like, and just imagine that lung tissue stretching with each stretch. Breath in, breath out, hold. As you're doing your breath hold, you have to make sure that your mind stays relaxed. You have to stay relaxed in your mind to get your heat to go. Oxygen can store in muscle tissue when you're relaxed. You have to be relaxed to get this to work. So remember, it's a state of mind to do thermal meditation. If the muscles are relaxed, the body will start to heat up. They can store it. So after you do your breath hold for about 30 seconds to a minute, breathe out, then breathe in, similar to what Wim Hof has taught us. And then basically, when you do your breath in, squeeze your muscles. So it's like, when you squeeze, you'll start to feel it warm up. So let's do about 15 repetitions of lung stretching. And then just follow me. If you can watch me what I'm doing, you can do this at home. So it's and then breathe in, hold, and that's basically the repetition to it. So I'll show you more and more of this stuff as we go, but hopefully this is helpful. Again, this is really impromptu, as fast as I could do it. I only had about 15 minutes. We just had a new baby, so I'm trying to run and get all this stuff done. But right now, it's 20 degrees outside. And so if you really learn how to do this, you can really do amazing stuff. So I'm going to do about 30 repetitions and close this down with you guys, but I'll show you more and more. Hopefully we'll be able to have classes. Eventually I'd like to have hikes where we can take you out for an hour and a half or so and show you how to do it. So let's breathe. Remember, each motion is to stretch out the lung tissue. So imagine stretching your lungs, and you're moving. Just snowing on my computer. So I will do more of these for you guys if you need them. Hopefully this is helpful. Thanks again for watching.